Hello, let us solve this story problem. With the help of this story problem, you will learn how to graph an equation. So here we have a question. Tom is running a stall. He sells tea and coffee. Each tea is for $3 and each coffee is for $2. Today, his total collection by selling tea and coffee was $1,620. Make the equation and show all the possible combinations of tea and coffee on a graph paper he might have sold today. So very simple question. It looks complicated, but I will make it very simple for you. So let us make the equation first. So let us say number of teas he has sold is X. So T X. And let's say coffee is Y. Now how much money he makes? On each tea, $3. So that means 3 times X, 3X. This is the total amount he has made by selling tea. Same way, total amount he has made by selling coffee is 2 times number of coffees. Each coffee is $2 and number of coffees we assumed is Y. So 2Y. And together total is 1620. Now I have this equation. Now this says that we need to show it on a graph paper. Very simple. What we can do, we will isolate y from this one. Indirectly, I will write this equation in slope-intercept form. So it's very easy to isolate y. First of all, I will do minus 3x both the sides. So this will be cancelled. I have 2y is equals to 1620 minus 3x. Now I don't want 2y, I want y alone. So for that I will divide it by 2, I will divide it by 2 and I will divide it by 2. So this is cancelled. Here half of 1620 is 810. And here minus 3 over 2 to x. Now standard form for the slope-intercept form looks like this. Y is equals to mx plus b, where m is for slope and b is for y-intercept. What is the meaning of y-intercept? Very simple. Let us say this is my graph paper and let us say I graph the equation like this. Then wherever my line touches the y-axis, this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Wherever my line touches the y-axis is my y-intercept. So here this b is y-intercept, this is slope. So now I will write this equation in standard form for the slope-intercept. So it will look like this. Y is equals to, I will write this first. My slope is negative 3 over 2. If I compare my equation with this form. Plus 810. This is my value of b. It means y-intercept. Now with the help of this, I will graph it on the next page. Now what is the meaning of y-intercept? That I just explained, right? So I need to find 810 on y-axis. So 810 on y-axis is about over here, right? 810. Now what is the meaning of slope? So here we have negative 3. Now numerator is for change in y if you have gone through the lesson perfectly, and denominator for change in x. So change in y is negative 3. Always remember. Positive it means up. In the numerator, positive it means up and negative it means down. So here it's negative. So negative it means 3 steps down. So what happens if you go 3 steps down from this point? So 810 to 710 1 step, 710 to 610 2 steps, 610 to 510 3 steps. Now this is the change on y-axis. Now what about x-axis? So x-axis is 2 steps and this is positive, so right hand side. On x-axis in the denominator, plus it means right hand side, minus it means left hand side. So let's go 2 steps right hand side because we have plus 2. So here we have 0 value, right? So 1 step is 100 and 2 step is 200. So basically I can say another point that I got is over here. And same way let's find one more point. So I will go 3 steps down, 510 to 410, 410 to 310, 310 to 210. And from here 2 steps to the right. So 200 to 300, 300 to 400. I got another point. And let me note down the coordinates. So what are the coordinates here? X is 200 and Y is 510. What about this? X is 400 and Y is 210. And let me note down here, this x-axis is for tea and y-axis is for coffee. Now I will try to explain this question in more detail. So all the values on this line, I have not made the line, let me make it right now. All the values on this line can be our solution. How? Let us start from here. This is 0 for x and 810 for y. That means if he sells 810 all coffees only, 0 tea, then each coffee is for $2, right? So 810 times 2 is 1620. That was on previous question, right? Total money he collected is 1620. So if he works with this combination, we don't know how many teas, how many coffees he has sold. It's one possibility that he has sold 0 tea, 810 coffee. Now another possibility, 200 and 510. So 200 is for tea because that's on X and this is for coffee. So 200 times 3, each tea is $3, so 600, right? Each coffee is for $2, so this is 1020. What do you get if you add this? You get again 1620. So in the question they asked all the possible combinations. We need to make a line for that. So this line is for all possible combinations and we will consider only whole numbers because number of coffees, number of tea can be only whole numbers. So all the values on this line are our solutions. Even if you go for this and calculate same way, you will get 1620. So we have represented all the possibilities on this line. He might have sold 200 tea and 510 coffees. We don't know. He might have sold 400 tea, 210 coffee. This value is 540. It means 540 and 0. So even if you calculate here that he has sold only 540 tea, 0 coffee, 540 times 3, each tea gives $3. That is again 1620. So all the possibilities are on this line. So I hope you understood how to graph the problem. Apart from that, let us say we change profit 1620 to 1650 and profit is same $3 for each tea and $2 for each coffee. What will happen? Does it make changes to this graph? Let us see. So here the profit for each tea and coffee same. So if you try to solve, let me erase this stuff and let me make the equation. So if we change 1620 to 1650, then what will happen? So our original equation will be like this: 3x plus 2y is equals to 1650. Now I will subtract 3x from both the sides. So that will make 2y is equals to 1650 minus 3x. Then I will divide all by 2. So that will make y is equals to, half of this is 825 minus 3 over 2x. Now I will rearrange it, minus 3 over 2x plus 825. So slope is same, m is same, just y-intercept has changed. It means in new value your graph will start from 825 instead of 810, isn't it? So I tried to explain with this story problem that how can you graph a problem on a graph paper. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching.